am speaking with Rockport Town Administrator Mitch Vieira on November 4th, the morning after the general election. Good morning, Mitch.
Morning, Heather.
How are you feeling this morning?
Feeling great. We had a fantastic turnout yesterday. The town had 85.5% turnout, which is just fantastic, absolutely wonderful. And I want to recognize our town clerk, Pat Brown, and our assistant town clerk, Melanie Waddell, and all of our poll workers, our police officers, and our Department of Public Works employees. They made it happen. They all certainly did their part yesterday to make it a successful and most importantly, a safe event for something where we interacted with certainly so many people. So very, very thankful for all the work that they did, and glad that we've made our way through it now. Right out of the gate, it was very busy. I know that precincts 1 and 3 had pretty significant lines before the polls, half an hour before the polls even opened, which certainly adds to the stress of starting out for the staff, and everybody did a great job. It's a challenging thing, especially when you have ballots that you need to be feeding into the machine throughout the day from earlier absentee, but everyone really did wonderful, a really wonderful job.
No, I want to point that out because I understand that not all communities did this, that the state gave towns the option of counting the mail-in ballots in advance as they came in, but Pat chose not to because she felt as if that was very confusing to sort of keep track of these things as they came in. So we counted all the ballots yesterday. So all those ballots, every ballot that came into Rockport, mail-in ballots, and not early voting.
And early voting as well. Everything that came in
had to be counted yesterday. So on top of the people who were walking in the door to vote. Yeah, it was impressive, really impressive. And do you want to say anything about the results?
Certainly the questions, a lot of things leading up to that. Certainly there have been many ads on some of these items. So I think, certainly there's some closure now on that. All of our information was sent at approximately 10:45, 10:30 last night over to the state, so it'll be added into everything. And now everyone, not only here in Massachusetts but across the country, are waiting where we finally land.
So truthfully, I know how Rockport voted on questions 1 and 2. They voted for right to repair and against ranked choice, right? But I don't know how the state voted. Do we have a decision on that? How the result?
I believe the states matched what we had. I believe that it was yes on question 1 and no on question 2.
Okay, all right, great. And the governor announced some new executive orders last week. Do you want to talk about the mask mandate?
Sure. So with the governor's new order, certainly it impacts Rockport like every other municipality. Currently, the Board of Health has a downtown mask order that requires that if you're in the downtown district, that you have a mask on at all times, even if you can physically distance. And in other parts of town, you only need it when you can't physically distance. The governor's order certainly supersedes that and any other relevant order in other municipalities. Masks are required at all times when you're off your private property, even if you can physically distance outside. So, for example, that will alter our downtown order. The Board of Health will discuss that at their meeting tomorrow evening on the 5th. The governor's order does supersede that. So starting Friday, masks are required at all times outside in all parts of town. Even if you can physically distance, you must have your mask on.
And I understand Rockport imposes a fine if someone is not masked. I know that the police first offer a mask, but is that true that we fine people?
So all of the municipalities have the authority to levy a fine. It's a civil fine associated with non-compliance. It basically equates to a bylaw violation. There have been some that have been issued, but that is a very last resort. Our focus has been throughout the entire process, not punitive action. So masks are offered. We have mask details that are in the downtown district. The officers carry masks with them. And I would say in 9 out of 10 cases, when somebody, either a police officer or a firefighter, stops somebody and says, just to let you know, masks are required, people either take them out of their pocket and put it on, or they pull them up and away they go.
Right.
So by far and large, it certainly has been great compliance on that end.
Oh, that's great. Well, I know everyone is thinking about the holidays, and the governor's orders sort of say that, well, basically they definitely say we cannot assemble outside. Is it no more than 25 people outside and 10 people inside? So that eliminates the wonderful festivities we've always had in Rockport and in the holiday season. So are there any conversations happening about ways to do this sort of for the municipality, for the town of Rockport to celebrate?
Yes, so we have had some conversations. There's been some discussion with the Board of Health and the Board of Selectmen on some of the bigger picture holiday things that we do. There's been some discussion around alternatives for the tree lighting and that event, for the pageant that happens downtown, and Santa's arrival, things like that. So all of that's in the works. More information is coming shortly on that, but the town is trying to find the balance with still being able to celebrate the season and have folks enjoy it and feel welcome, with ensuring that we're following all the safety protocols and meeting all the requirements from the governor's orders.
And the town always looks so beautiful at Christmas time. We can all anticipate that will still happen, right?
Absolutely. The tree will be up downtown. The little trees will be up on the light post, which I have to, that's my favorite part, seeing the small trees lit up as you drive up Main Street. All of that will still be happening as usual. All
right, great. Well, anything else we should catch up with in Rockport on this day after the election?
I would say again, thanks to everybody. Be aware of those governor's orders that are changing, not only the mask orders, but I'd encourage folks to visit mass.gov/COVID-19 to take a look at the other updated orders that are coming out that will be relevant to folks as they go about their everyday lives, restaurant adjustments, establishment adjustments, and the governor's stay-at-home advisory that asks folks to stay home between 10 p.m. and 5 a.m. So certainly I'd encourage folks to take a look at that. That website has great information, not only on those orders, but also on information for those who are seeking any kind of COVID testing. There's a fantastic interactive map that they can look at as well. So mass.gov/COVID-19.
That's good to know. And I want to put a little shout out to my precinct warden, Andrea Ritchie, who did such a great job last night. And also to Jason, the guy from the DPW, who was fabulous. He kept all the pens clean and he kept things ventilated. And it was a long day for both of them. So I want to thank them.
Excellent. Yes, I will share that with Jason. And Andrea is always wonderful. Certainly every election she works with us.
Yes, great. Well, we will talk to you soon.
Thank you very much.